Hello and good night. Or good morning. Over here it's night. By you it might be morning, afternoon. Over here it's about what? 2:30 in the morning. 2:30 in the morning. What I'm doing, packing up some stuff. That way, and supplies, more equipment we had to buy from. You might see the previous videos. It might come after this one. Of the, should I tell you yet? Of the new project in the works. It's very interesting. It's something I wish I started earlier, but I only figured it out now because of all the trouble I've got, an experience while trying to start other projects, the difficulties and the challenges. So sometimes you wonder, are difficulties and challenges actually a bad thing? Well, when you end up, not in the happiest moments, and it's like you're stressed and fatigued, and it's like nobody seems to want to give support, in terms of mental support and say, hey man, not because you're crazy, but just because, they're mostly very critical. People are very critical and negative sometimes, and they could be a little more happy about it, say, hey, if you're gonna do new stuff and try something else, like, go ahead, try, man, I give you credit. But sometimes not everybody's as supportive. It's kind of interesting for now, And then sometimes people who are trying to help people are being criticized by other people who says, why are you helping other people when you should be just leaving them alone to figure it out on their own? I mean, there's one thing, but the phrase when it says teach a person to fish and they're good to go, as opposed to you fishing it for them all the time. But we gotta help others. It's not just about me, it's not just about you, it's about I and I, right? You and I, we're both equal. And we gotta help each other. That's how God put us in the earth. And it's just a shame to some people don't want to apply that. But others do. So I say, for those who are helping others, God bless you. And for the visuals seen of Volusia County and all the people helping the business owners, Florida, thank you for helping us to help other people. So I want to say this video is like, thank you for helping us to help you, help us help you again. Let's see how that sounds when you finish playing it back. But overall, thank you. It's a nice thing when you can work for yourself as well. I was making it into a long, short video, but I'm like, let's continue. It's good to work for yourself. It's good to try. It's good to get up. It's good to make an effort. And though it's a long end of the day, past midnight, I feel great. Why? Because doing something to help other people, and I'm having fun doing it. It's not a job to me. It's about a relationship. I'm meeting people who I've not met before, strangers, good here and there. And I'm not saying go talk to random strangers and be happy like that. I'm just saying, at my age and stuff like that, you see a lot of times experience. And still we get scammed and things, people trick us up here and then people do bad things to us. Like the pool guy messed us up. He gave us a lemon day. He lied about the ozone thing. And then he's like, he doesn't want to answer to it. And when he answered to me, he's cursing and saying, oh, it didn't work out. If you want to know what I'm talking about, look at the pool back in the videos back in 2023 when the pool was turned like a green pea soup. But overall, other than him and other people trying to sniff us act bad, God has been good to us. He has always helped us. He pretty much is like, he permitted us to go through a lot of stuff, lose a lot. I mean, even our pet, even our old dog is gone. Little tough dog is gone. He gave us a replacement to the meeting. He gave us a little kitty. You see in the videos what I'm talking about. A lot of things. You lose people and pets. They touch us like people. We lose a lot. We change jobs, change states, change cities, change vehicles, change. Even the car. Let me tell you something interesting. Even the car has sentimental value. Some cars I had since back in the days, I remember them up to today. My first car, first BMW. My brother gave me his own, the green one, a 318i, and then we got the 525i stick shift. We got some other cars and other stuff in between. Then I'm like, wow, our first all-wheel drive vehicle, the Murano. God bless. Thank you, Nissan. That was good. I get, and then it's like, after that, and remember, and here's something weird. When I was a kid, I saw dream about vehicles that were all-wheel drive. I don't know what it was. We never even had cars. We were poor. I tell you, we were poor. We never had anything back then. No cars, no vehicles, nothing, no even electricity. Bathrooms outside in the backyard, in the outhouse. And it's like, was it that bad? We had a small home with maybe just 2 rooms pretty much. People had to pee in a pail at night to sleep. I mean, I'm just letting you guys know. This is how it was. Simplicity. I had no bed. I sleep on the floor on the carpet. So I'm like, I had nothing pretty much to start with. Or did I? I had my family. They worked hard and they showed me love and care and they taught me and they trained me and they, spanked me a lot. I didn't listen. I was a bad little youth, Licky youth. But they helped me to be who I am today. And I'm thankful for my aunts, Tante Vera, Tante Verna, Tante Joan, cousins and relatives, everybody, Miami, Uncle Milroy, Uncle Tan, Uncle Linky, our neighbors, I don't want to say the name out of privacy. I didn't ask him if I made this video, but I'm just saying, I could not have done it without you. My friend who helped me in school to laugh a lot, to get rid of the stress, where I can just live life and be at peace and say, hey, I don't have to take life so seriously. You know how it is, what we did? We were playing video games. And what games? Street Fighter, Streets of Rage, all this stuff, that Teenage Mutant Turtles and all that stuff. We played it. That was our way for releasing the stress and the tension. When everyone around us was shooting and getting killed and harmed and running through with gangs and whatnot, we, thank God, had Sega Genesis and Saturn and PlayStation and other stuff. Little things then. Xbox. But remember the little Nintendo and the little stuff before and those things kept us inside to just have fun and relax and just take a little breathe off. So that's why we're trying to do right now. I'm actually reliving childhood even at this point in my age in life, because we're making games that I liked in childhood but with a new modern twist to it. Yeah, there's another game that just got published, Exoscape, published, and Apple for now, Android is getting tested. They have a longer policy. Still unfair that they charge us 30% every time I make a game. They do that? 30% for every time I make a game. I'm like, it costs us money up front to make the game already. Some of them is almost like $2,000 plus, and then some of the developers stiffed us. Literally, they pretty much said, yeah, we're making the games, overseas. I won't tell the countries yet because I'm trying to be nice, give them time to get themselves together. But they stiffed us with things, delays here or things here, and things happen, I understand. But some of them say they'll do this, make promises about how they can have all the skills. And when it comes to do the stuff, nothing is made. So what's up the games? I've said about 20-something games published by January, February, March. We're going into September of the year 2024. Only have 3 games, but it actually multiplied to 6. So it's bad, but it's not all bad. But I wish it was better. So it's because of this hope for better, we're not stopping. So though you may see a lull in the activity and the videos and stuff, maybe as you come along, who knows? Maybe just the same. But notice I divert energy as things go. You look at the videos, you say, what kind of videos are you making it? Some religious, some home, some gardening, some cars, some home, some real estate, some trucks, some parks, some things. Do you notice a pattern? Some new project. If you see the pattern yet? You gotta get to know the people. Look at me. I'm like, since you last saw the video, I think I'm like 4 shades darker. I'm gonna look like this armband soon. What this armband is here? I'm working, I'm hustling. I like to work. That's my retirement, work. It's good exercise. We're starting up a landscaping business. Power washing and landscaping business. Because some wonderful, wonderful friends gave me a whip, said, you should have started this a long time ago. Why didn't you do this a while ago? And I'm like, but it's hot in the sun, and I can make games faster, and I can get money by just having this thing make some residual money, passive income on the side. That was the hope, and I think it could happen still, but the developers, something happened. They didn't deliver. And now we're suffering, so you pay all the money up front. Nobody paid us. Had to get the money out somewhere, you have to borrow against yourself pretty much to help. But God is there with us, and we manage to make it by the grace of God, day by day, life by life. So I'm saying this to say that we're down, but not out. We may be saddened and challenged and stressed at some point, but not giving up. I'm encouraged because as God said, our battles and our struggles are not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against spiritual wickedness in high places. So I'm not dealing with people who are just mean to me, though they may be possessed with bad spirits. I'm dealing with spirits. So when you see all those different things, different titles, different topics, different videos, different things coming out, it's because this is who I am. I'm a product of my environment. I'm a product of everything I have. I'm a product of everything that's going on in this life. I'm a product of what I see. I do not like to see people suffer. I don't like to see people hungry and I don't like to see animals hungry and starving. I cannot watch people. There's too much violence and wickedness in this world. Too much pain and hurt, man. Too many wars. Seen too much. Lost too much like that. To see people in this age, I've lost so many people around me. Some, I call it unnatural because we weren't supposed to die in the first place. We lost a lot of people. Some of them we warned and they didn't listen. Some of them I told you, some of them are doing good things and helping other people. Some of them just want to start a new life. Some of them thought they can make a little money fast and then get out of a bad situation, They flick that, the odds are stacked against them. They get dealt a bad hand. And then they say, why tell people this on social media? What tell people this? Yeah, ask yourself, why do we talk about these things? We've been given this access, this avenue to be able to speak our words and our thoughts and emotions, and just convey something to it. Social media, it has both a good and bad, thing. You say perspective, depending on how you look at it, because it can be used for so much good, but it can be used for so much bad as well. I'm trying to share an experience with you guys because I think many of you can relate. From what I'm noticing, the subscriptions are actually increasing more and more. Is it because they go in one by one per day? Now, as maybe 1 or 2 per day, because I hit like a lot of bursts at one time because I had a lot of things to say. I'm like, hey, it's there. Why wait? I want to see it like me. I want it all now, right? Or is it because the message is resonating? I speak from my heart. I speak the truth. I speak what I see when I experience. I speak what God puts in my heart. I speak what God delivers to us. So in other words, I am who I am because what God says I am. I am not God, but I would like to learn and be as wise and smart and understanding and compassionate and loving and patient as He is and humble as He is. And you say, as David asked, Lord, why you bother thinking about us? Why you bother taking time with us, though we keep messing up so often? And humanity, why we bother taking time to help other humanity? Why we bother taking time to go take a look and feed animals on the side of the road and give them water and seeing the video of a guy giving an aardvark water? Now aardvark is like, why people are feeding raccoons and feeding reptiles? And then I look at videos of people having animals and pets that are like lions and tigers and bears and even crocodiles, which normally would eat you and devour you, rip you to shreds. Not saying don't do that, people. Don't go get in. If you don't know, I'm familiar with these things. This is their unique story. Understand? So we're all different. Just make sure, please don't go harm yourself. Because I'm like, don't mess with the gator bros. I've seen people try to get into a lion's cage. I mean, the videos wise, oh, a lion, and the lion rip them to shed before they get to the whole thing. Or baboons pulling people to the fence of like one of those cages and stuff. And I'm like, wow. So I don't play with those things. I don't play with them. What I do see though is that there are strong bonds between animals and humans, and even insects. Sometimes you look at and people, and I watch them too. Everything is in balance. Everything's in order. You try spilling some food on the ground. You see what I'm talking about? Spill some food on the floor. Besides, well, if you live in some place, when you grew up in some parts, man, they were like some little insects. I'm like, seriously, 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 seriously. But by the grace of God, you know what I'd be happy for? If I could at least have a fridge with food in it. An electric fridge. One with water to dispense, like the little, these little things to make ice and stuff. But that's what I'm like, this is to be rich. To have this to mean that you're not pouring any stuff in anymore. To have water and a fridge, this one is empty, but I got water. So bad. This is another friend's home. Here's not mine. It's another friend's home. Because that friend does not give up either. That friend is full of energy and determination as well. And like, a friend is a good friend. Friend is family. Your family, you're my friend too. If you stuck with me since the beginning up until this point, you're my family too. So where am I? What are you doing? Sometimes you look at the videos, you can't post where your location's at. Why? Because some people they don't understand. But I'm like, overall, I'm grateful. I'm grateful for what God has done. I'm grateful for what's about to happen. I'm grateful for what you're going to see soon. God's be in our life. I always say that because I have to say God's willing a lot because who knows what tomorrow will bring us? God says, sometimes people say, tomorrow we'll lose such and such and get such and such gain. But I don't know, tonight, my life could be required of me. You could be driving home and lose your life. You could be in the highway and fall over in a ball of flames. You can be dead in any instant. Many ways to die in this world. How can you live then? If there's so many things stacked against us, why do we bother? Why do we bother? I just saw this on the table. There are videos we have some, I should put it from Barbara O'Neill. Onion. Take a look, Barbara O'Neill on YouTube. She bought natural, holistic healing things. I just talk about stuff that comes to mind at the time. This onion has so many important properties, including it helps to take away odors from places. Like you do work and there's fumes like paint and stuff. We used to use water before, but an onion, cut it in half, leave it in the counter, leave it somewhere around the house, different parts. It will absorb the odor from the air. It actually disinfects the air. Even when people get sick and a cold and viruses or stuff like that, keep an onion around the area. It actually does not tear your eyes up. Sometimes you have it and you're cooking and it's like, but it's actually cleansing your eyes too, from what I understand. I could be wrong, but that's what I understand. Both the yellow one, the purple ones. But if you put it in the house, a slice to put it in the house, it may smell like somebody has some really bad BO. Like I smell right now after being out working in the backyard in the field. I'm still covered with all the grass. I didn't even get to take a bath yet. I gotta go wash myself up. But this is good sweat. But this thing smells like a bad BO if you left in the place for a while. But look what happens. And look what happens when you cold season. So cold season, look at Barbara O'Neill's video. She'll tell you that some wonderful things there. So what I'm telling you right now is a compilation of some stuff we have there. Projects coming up. I'm going to try to put some videos, little bits and bits, and if possible, I'll let this one go first and maybe put the other ones there. But I'm just saying, I thank you, including someone very wonderful. Cody Sanchez, Codie Sanchez. I watched her video and I got inspired. Now I don't like the cursing. I don't want to hear the cursing. So Cody, I know you can do it, but she's wonderful. She's smart, she's talented, she's very good. And some people, I see people say, no, it's too good to be true. Is it? You know something, even if it's people think it's too good to be true, as God says, try the spirits, you say, if I don't have to put too much risk in this, like say risking everybody's financial life and everything, what do you have to lose by just taking a listen and just saying, hey, does it make sense? And take what they say and put it to the test of God's word and say, I don't believe in getting something for nothing, in the sense that it's like, you don't just get rich by sitting there. You gotta work for it. If God said, by the sweat of your brow, you shall earn and eat. And he said, the worst person who sits there, folds his hand, doesn't do any work and stuff is worse than an infidel. Those who don't provide for their families like an infidel. I gotta work. And working is not bad. 6 days to work and 1 to rest. I don't see any harm in that. I actually love the Sabbath now because now I can rest and take a breather. And I can feel better about it at the end. Because of the Sabbath, I know I have an end of the week. So when I finish doing the rest of the week, I know, you know, this Sabbath coming, I drop it. And not like some people sit there and want to turn on light bulbs and switches and don't want to walk and go, drive anywhere. I drive and go here and there. I go to the park. I go to the beach. I go to visit family and friends. I make calls. I make stuff. I watch a lot of things on the news. A lot of news. I watch a lot of stuff about information stuff. I watch a lot of stuff about I try to keep up with family and friends. But I like to spend more time with God at that time. I like to spend more time in reading His Word. That's why you see most of the videos, the big videos you see coming out. Those are usually taped on Sabbath time, because that's holy. That's special time. That's God time. So even if I had to be like, I don't want to be sitting like in the morning and say, "Holy God." No. I just say, Lord, thank you for letting me, let my family, let all of us live to another week. And what shall we do next week? What are our plans? Sometimes I can't think, the thoughts just keep flowing in my head like, I got to do this, I want to do this. At my age, people should be saying, go retire, bro. My retirement is to work, as I said. What is retirement? Sit there and wait till. No. I'm hustling to work. I'm going to work by the grace of God until He says otherwise. Meaning that, not till I die. No, I ain't working to death now. I want to work until God comes and says, come, I got something for you. You want something else? Come, let me take you higher. Remember I said the videos back then and said, Lord, I wish I had more power to help others, to do more things. And remember I said declare war against Satan. I think when I said declare war against Satan, he really tried to amp it up against me, boy. He turned even a lot of family members, not a lot of family members, some family members, he turns, but not a few. But who's my family? Everybody's my family, right? What Jesus said. Master, your mother and sisters and brothers are waiting for you outside. And God says, who are my family? Who are my family? Some people are like onions, right? They can hurt your eyes and burn you sometimes, but at the same time, they can actually be therapeutic. So my family are those that do the work of God. My family are those who love the Lord and willing to do the work. Those who love God and love humanity and love each other and love them just as they love themselves. So, I forgot what I was saying because I'm looking at the phone. There's a phone call kind of come in right now. But I'll just say that it's like, sometimes we lose to gain. Sometimes we gain and we lose. I feel like I'm doing a redo of many things that I'm growing up. And I'm like, it's like giving another chance to do a lot of things over. Is this the third time? Fourth, fifth, sixth, first, second? I don't know. I just know that God has been faithful and kept me all this time. Would I lie to you and tell you something that doesn't make any sense and that's true? What for? What's the purpose of that? If I say I'm an I keeping it real, unless I say otherwise, I am keeping it real, right? I mean, there's a lot of other keeping it real there, but I think this K's mine is different. It's like, I think I didn't put a capital. And that's why I think it's different from that. I think the comedian, I'm giving this finger, I'm not giving the other finger, just in case you're watching and didn't hear the video. So I won't keep you too long, and that's why I just say that stay tuned. We have to get something out. We need to get the vehicle with a proper towing capacity to then I'd be able to attach to a trailer. Giving you hints. I said what I said before we plan to do. So if you heard it, please like, subscribe, and share. But there's something coming. Something wonderful's coming. The world has some big stuff coming, bad in many ways. But God has some other stuff coming, more wonderful than you can imagine. Ear have not heard, neither eye seen the things that God has prepared for those that love Him and keep His word and His commandments. I'm paraphrasing here. And I say, Lord, if that is the case and you said it and everything He said so have come true, I take it. I believe him. So you're my family. So family, God bless you. Love you. Wish you the best. And let's go. Hope you see you soon. If you see a big truck or big SUV, hint, and you see a big trailer behind it saying Matty B, MATIBY, and MATIBY.com, MATIBYGAMES.com. If you see one of those rolling by, somebody's working for the Lord and trying to help humanity at the same time. So we help each other to help each other. Would that sound better? We help each other to help each other. Or I help you to help me to help you. Help me help you. If I say we help each other, help each other, somebody's like, what is he doing? That stupid guy, old man, stupid old man. Man. We help each other. I help you to help me to help you help you. What I say? It's all right. God bless you.